Live now.
It's working?
It says it's live.
Cool.
I clicked on it. All right, looks like Dan made it. Okay, guys, if you're watching, we are streaming to 3 different places tonight. We are going streaming to Facebook, Twitch, and we're trying YouTube Live for the first time. Like our usual thing, I guess our true reason that we tell you to come to one place is because I can't watch 3 different places for comments and integrate all that. So, especially tonight, if you want to be part of the comments and chat, come on over to Facebook. Or, sorry, come on over to YouTube. I'm bad at this game, Steve. Come on over to YouTube and check it out there. Steve has his own YouTube channel. It's just the Steve Argyle channel, and it should show his live stream there. And, yeah, come chat with us there and hang out. Yeah. That is where we will be watching for conversation.
Mm-hmm. And the reason we're switching is it seems like Twitch is we've had some problems with video stutter and stuff like that, which we don't get on Facebook, but on Facebook we don't get the comments until we close the stream.
Yeah.
So we're third time's a charm trying this whole.
So WAF is on. I imagine by how they're chatting, WAF is a old school sketch and scotcher, but I don't know everyone's name over on Facebook, or on YouTube. So people are gonna have to reintroduce themselves over there, just to let you guys know. So and then I'm making the little sketch and scotch, our little scoodle sheet right now. Sorry, guys. So, Steve, what have you been up to this week?
Well, the fun news is that I have a new nephew.
Yep.
That's the fun news. That's the highlight of the week.
Yes, we've been telling you guys for a bit. We had God Baby, a nephew, was on its way, and he arrived last night. So yeah, we are super excited, and he was perfect. He is the paragon of babies, in that he's like the exact median weight of a baby, median height, perfectly healthy, strong. The birth was it was a textbook birth, everything like that. So he's now the paragon of babies. His name is Marcus. And so that's our new little god baby. And yeah, we are super excited for him to spend more time with him because he's a totes adorbs.
Mm-hmm. And as far as what I've been doing since last week, it's all been the same thing. It's getting ready for GP Vegas because, as some of you know, when I do a convention or a Magic the Gathering show, I'm usually pretty swamped at the show. So a year or two ago, I started doing pre-orders where if you want something at the show that's custom artwork, sketches on stuff or card alterations, whatever, you could order them in advance, and then I can do them before the show, and you don't have to wait in line and all that kind of stuff. And that has caught on, and it's great. It saves everybody a lot of headache and a lot of hassle. But I may have overdone it for GP Vegas because it's a huge show, and even though I only left the pre-order queue open for less than a day, I got so much stuff to do. Holy cow.
WF is Avarice, by the way, on here. So Avarice is on. I'll probably just start calling him by the names on here. Samantha Jones is here. Askaroxo, Dan, Tappy Toes made it. Cabby made it. There's Scott. Keeson won't be able to watch tonight, but he'll watch the rerun. Turns out you can't post links in here, Steve.
Oh, there's always something, isn't there?
Yeah, so I don't know how I'm supposed to tell people about the Google Doc. I can put it in the Facebook because we like to make things difficult.
Or if it, I guess it's not a simple link, like just...
Nope.
Yeah, because I could write the link.
The Google Doc one. So, sorry guys, I'm going to make you, it's like a scavenger hunt. I'm going to post the link for the Google Doc in Facebook, because I'm difficult like that.
And since Kat's handling all that instead of figuring what the Scoodle is, I'm just gonna...
I know what the Scoodle is. I had the Scoodle planned.
Oh. Kat knows. Kat has Scoodle.
I knows what the Scoodle is. It's a great Scoodle.
Normally I'm just trying to avoid it.
I think you like the Scoodle.
Okay.
So, in honor of our nephew, Marcus, our new nephew, Marcus, and his awesome warrior of a mum, Kristen, I want you to draw a baby mythological creature.
Oh, okay.
So, number one, baby, because, you know,
creature.
Because Marcus, but Kristen also has a total thing and absolutely loves baby mythological creatures. She thinks there's this girl who basically did like a
the baby bestiary.
The baby bestiary, and Kristen is a total it's her thing, and so she loves that baby bestiary. You guys should look it up. It's super adorable. Look up the baby bestiary. But yeah. So you guys do your own take on a baby mythological creature. So.
Baby mythological creature. What kind of critters are Tony and Kristen's favorites? We'll do one of those.
I think all of those. Oh, Carrie Johnson. Kyra's on.
Why, hello.
We have John Michael who's on. Skeeth came. Cy is here. Anthony says that they're local Utah and they're going to see us in Vegas.
Awesome.
He's got cards to sign and altars. So.
All right. Well, it's probably a good time to give you the. If you're getting altars, you should show up early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we do is we sign people up every day
usually at 10
for artwork. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there by 10 a.m.
That first day on Thursday, I'm not exactly sure when things open up, so I don't know about opening at 10 on that first day. But the other days, yes. So, but get there before 10, a bit before 10, as everyone is in the chat is saying. Get there before 10, and we sign everyone, people who are in line, first come, first serve, we sign up until we run out of spots.
Still trying to decide what.
Anthony says he'll be there early on Wednesday. Yeah, we're driving down Wednesday afternoon. We're gonna take Nika, our car, for her first road trip and see how she does. Nika the Tesla. We're excited for that.
Our car that drives itself.
Yep. Oh, Sean will get home that weekend too.
Oh, awesome.
So that'll be cool to see Sean.
Yeah, he's been gone since the last one, hasn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, that's a perfect segue. Thank you, Carrie. Into it, we kind of missed we half did our commercial break. Just again, reminders to everybody: we are streaming to 3 locations: Twitch, Facebook, and now YouTube Live. The chats will be occurring, and I'll be watching the chat at YouTube Live because we're having a lot of problems with Twitch. So I am sorry. We won't be. I can't pay attention to all three of those. But funnily enough, the link to the GDoc is in Facebook. It's in the Facebook comments for the thing. Actually, it's a nice place because it's just a single place. I don't have to keep pasting it. But yeah, the Google Doc is in the Facebook comments. And we will not be doing Sketch and Scotch next week because we will be getting ready for
GP Vegas.
GP Vegas. We're so excited. Are we gonna do Sketch and Scotch the week after?
That's a very good question because we will be just getting back, like, walking in the door, kind of just getting back. So maybe just stay tuned. Check my social media, and or just hop on and see if we show up, because it's one of those things where there's no reason we can't, except that we may just be like showing up late or just exhausted once we get home from a crazy weekend and then driving all day.
We are planning on doing Sketch and Scotch the week after Vegas, but it might get canceled. Is that how we're putting it?
Yeah. Don't feel bad if we don't show up. How's that? And don't like freak out and keep watching the stream thinking something's wrong, because we'll try, but no promises.
And J.R. Vargas is on and saying hi. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, WF doesn't do Facebook. I don't know how to get them the link because it won't let me put links into a chat, and that makes me sad. I wonder if I became like an admin, it'd let me put links into a chat.
It should, because there's lots of YouTube shows that. Oh, you might have to put it in the description, which I don't know if you can, but I might be able to.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do that from here.
Right.
It says I'm live now, so it. Oh, it's going to start talking over me. Hang on. Let me see if I can edit video. And if I like suddenly disappear, I apologize, because I think.
I just linked it over. Let me go back and see if we're still going. We still are going.
Okay, and you have a link for me. Okay. This is all experimentation. First time we've done this, so thanks for bearing with us. Save changes. You guys will have to show me if it, or let me know if it shows up. It says it has saved.
Yep, it's there.
Hooray! Okay.
So, to make it a little easier, Steve has added in the little description on YouTube, we've added the link for the Scoodle and Schoolwork down there. So, Anthony says he will be getting the Crush the Blood braided. He wants to get it altered to look like Bane from Batman.
Oh.
That sounds really cute.
That does sound cute.
WF says you need to refresh the page to see the link. Mine just popped up. Magically. Auto-magically. So. And also a reminder for people, the Scoodle today is a baby mythological creature.
Yeah.
It looks like Steve is making a baby dragon.
Yes.
Cool baby dragon.
We'll do that. Can you guys still read that, or is it too small?
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less. Good enough?
Just to remind people, or if there is new people that we want to tell this about, tell about this. What the Scoodle is part of the reason we do this is we are part of the Drew Baker school of thought when it comes to art. Is art makes life better. It doesn't matter what level of art you're at. Just doing art every day and participating in art is really good for people and their brains and their lives and their happiness. And so I don't care if you haven't drawn for 10 years or if you draw every single day. We give people a topic that they can do a little doodle on during the show. Steve does a quick little doodle, but you guys have the whole Sketch and Scotch show to do a doodle on it. And then you open that Google, you've got to digitize it somehow, get a link to it and put it in that Google Doc. And we'll go through them at the end of the show. Because it's super fun and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Tappy Toe says she's excited to see us all at Vegas and doesn't know when she'll have time, but she'll definitely wander over. Please
Awesome.
come, and if you come to Vegas, please come and introduce yourself. Say hi. I know it seems really busy, but say hi to us. We want to say hi and we want to see everybody. We're really, really excited for Vegas.
Yeah, that's what we're there for. So a lot of people, they feel like they're interrupting us or something if they just come say hi. But that's what we're there for. And if we're busy, that's what we're busy doing. Is we're hanging out with people and we're doing sketches and we're doing stuff. And so yeah, don't feel bad about coming by. That's why we're there.
Yeah, we want to see you guys. And like I said, the whole thing is just come in the morning and you get signed up for a time to do an altar. You have a certain amount of time slots a day. Once those fill up, then they're filled up. And you can
until the next day, because we do give everybody a chance every day.
Yep, you cannot sign up in advance for the next day. Everyone has the same chance every morning.
Yep. And that's why we do that, is so that we don't have to... We get to disappoint people every day rather than all at once.
We actually were in Italy, and one of our friends, someone else was managing his queue, and they filled his entire queue up on Thursday for the rest of the 4-day convention.
Yeah, and this is a convention that goes through, and they even do it on the Monday afterward because it's holiday weekend. And so most of the people, if you go to a convention, some people go every single day, but most people don't.
Yeah, but it means that if they weren't there on that Thursday, they didn't get in that queue.
Yeah, and so that's part of why we do that. Is there are people who can't come the first day, or are just doing Saturday or whatever. We still want to give those guys a chance.
Yep. You put on you still have on our stream to chat with us live, go to Twitch.
Oh, do I? Oh, okay. I can probably fix that here too. Maybe. Although I don't actually have the link to our YouTube.
I might have it. Oh, Dan put it in. Hold on. I'm almost gonna Steve, sorry.
Is it a huge crazy link, or is it just like Steve Argyle?
It's a huge crazy link because it's...
that would be something they'd have to type out.
It's not... There. I sent it to you.
Yeah, it's kind of a huge link once you get it on the screen.
Yeah, you can't really type it in. Just maybe you come to Steve's YouTube? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure that stuff out later, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Because I would,
Thanks for bearing with us.
I imagine there probably is a way to have your YouTube channel just be your name, like every other site in the universe. So right now it just says come to YouTube, but
Baby dragon.
Baby Dragon!
Robert the 55th made it.
Hey Robert,
It was his birthday last week.
happy birthday!
There was all the birthdays. It was our nephew's birthday yesterday, and then it was funny, we were at our nephew Xander's birthday party getting updates about the real-time birthday of our new nephew, Marcus. So, it was super fun. Oh, and Robert the Viking is also on.
Awesome.
Oh, Robert's birthday is today. Actually today,
Oh.
not last week. So super happy birthday.
Yeah.
And that's funny because it's continuing the trend. Kristen, Steve's sister's birthday was on Sunday, the one who had the baby. And they were kind of hoping that the baby would be born on her birthday. But instead he was born on Monday. And then it's Robert's birthday on Tuesday. Whose birthday's on Wednesday, guys? WAF says your channel is YouTube/user/Steve Argyle, spelled out, not actually typed. SteveArgyle.com, but dot is spelled out.
Oh, you can get to it that way?
That's what WAF said.
Awesome. I will update that. So it is.
Let me test that first before you go off
Okay.
and stuff, okay?
Okay.
Well, because it has to have the user in it, so I don't think that you're going to be able to type it up there. Are you? Because it's got to have my user.
I think it means. I think it's just actually type user Steve Argyle, right?
Yeah. Anyway. But it's good to see everybody coming on. Sean's birthday's next Wednesday.
Awesome.
So, not this Wednesday.
We'll be there for it then, sort of.
Yeah! We'll get to hopefully say hi to him on his birthday.
I guess the show doesn't actually start on Wednesday. We'll be getting in kind of late, but.
Oh, it might be .com, and the reason that they didn't write .com is because YouTube doesn't allow web pages. So.
Well, I actually think my channel might be called SteveArgyle.com.
No, I think that they were avoiding web pages. Let me try it. This channel does not exist.
Try actually writing.com, because I think my channel might be SteveArgyle.com written out. It's been so long since I've done anything with it that I forget.
Oh, it is! So, if you want to come to YouTube, it is seriously just www.youtube.com/user/SteveArgyle.com. Spelled out, not actual dots. So, that does work, Steve.
Haha! We're learning.
Thanks, guys. Yes. Thank you, Everest. You're the best. Drew's on.
Hey, Drew.
He said he sat down to do some sketching and got a streaming notification.
You can sketch with us if you like.
Yeah.
We're doing baby mythological creatures.
Yeah, that's the scoodle tonight. Baby mythological creatures, because Kristen had her baby, our god baby.
Yep, I got a new nephew. He's adorable. Also, we just bought a bunch of the brushes that you were talking about. The rosemary. We haven't used them yet. They're not here yet, but we're excited.
They arrive on Thursday, and our painting night is Wednesday, so we won't have them for our next painting night. We won't be able to use them for 2 weeks.
And we've been consistent enough that I'm running out of room for our little portrait night oil painting. I'm gonna have to start. I was thinking of putting them up around the studio, really kind of the crappy Uffizi way, where they're just lining the top.
I like it.
The world famous museum, the Uffizi, has some amazing work. Has some really cool stuff. But it's got so much stuff that there's also just stuff that is absolutely neglected. Like it's literally just like up on a shelf somewhere with no lighting on it or anything. And there's a hallway where they have all these portraits, and they're just on this super top shelf, almost touching the ceiling, just row after row of them. And you almost don't even notice they're there because they don't have lights on them or anything. If you go to Florence, and Florence is amazing, the Uffizi shouldn't be top on your list, even though it's one of the most famous places. It's cool, it's fun, but there are cooler things to see if you go to if you go to Italy. Which we recommend because it's cool. I know it's not easy to go, but
Drew says it's awesome that you're painting a bunch.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. And for people who are new on the, well, I guess not new, even if you do hang out on the stream, Drew is the fella who got me into oil painting.
Yep, actually a long time ago I asked Drew, Steve always wanted to do more oil painting, and so I made an oil painting kit for Steve for his birthday, and Drew was my, I was his Padawan. He told me all the stuff to buy for Steve's oil painting kit. Yep, and Keeson also wrote, "Art makes life great." Yep,
it does.
Drew, I actually already, I don't think Drew was on yet, but I actually already referenced him in this show. We are a follower of his belief of art makes life better.
Mm-hmm. We steal your line every week, Drew.
Yep. And he says he might be out this way in a couple weeks. Come on a Wednesday,
awesome.
And then you can come to the Howard Lyon portrait night. We have all the stuff.
Just as long as it's not next week, because we won't be here.
Yeah.
So we're...
Not next week. Come after that. Aw, it warms Drew's heart every time we say it. See, and it's part of his religion, so it makes if he's the head of that religion, is it may, you know, in traditional, you know, every time
Praise
there's more
art.
believers, it makes him more powerful.
Indeed.
So we're just making Drew more and more powerful in art. Every time we bring someone over to it. Yeah, he said it, yeah, after Vegas. So,
excellent.
yeah, he should definitely come to a portrait night. I think he'd enjoy it. And I imagine you might bring your paints, but if you aren't able to, we have plenty to share.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
We will hook you up.
There's also the wing, the other wing.
All right. Keep forgetting that's there. I forgot to draw it at first, and then I forgot to...
Robert the Viking says it's possibly one of the few things we could bring him to proselytize is art makes life better. See, that's what we try to do, is make something that everyone can agree with and makes everyone's life better. That is an adorable little baby dragon.
Why, thank you. So what has everybody else been up to?
Yeah. What are you guys doing this week? Anything cool? I mean, Robert the 55th was saying that he, for his birthday, he got to go to his favorite play with one of his favorite actresses.
Awesome.
That's what he was doing, and now he's driving. He's coming back on public transport watching the show. Oh, Avarice had a wicked, wicked migraine last week, so that's why they missed.
Oh.
We are sorry. Yeah, looking at a computer screen with a migraine. Oh.
Yeah, it's less than fun. And it's a feeling. Well, I don't get migraines. I get headaches now and then, so I relate on a smaller scale.
Tappy Toes is still in pre-Vegas cram like we are. Because remember, she was trying to get that one. She's trying to get a cosplay done in time.
Yes.
Carrie's been working a bunch. Oh, I saw this on his Facebook. Robert went to a UK Game Expo and was running L5R championship stuff there.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yep. I love that there's people from all over the world that are doing this.
How is the new one doing?
And John took a test just before they started watching. I hope you good luck on it. Good luck on it. Robert the 55th is going to Harry Potter World and then his cousin's wedding. And now we were trying to convince him to come to Vegas with us. Oh, Adrian's on, Steve.
Hi.
Adrian is the dad of our god baby. And so the scoodle is for Kristen, Adrian.
It's for him. It's for you too.
It's for you too. It's for Marcus. It's the baby mythological creatures is the subject. So you might want to stay till the end, Adrian, and you can see all the different pictures people did of baby mythological creatures that hopefully makes Kristen just squeak.
So if you can't stay to the end, we
Watch
understand.
It. Yes.
Busy papa.
The baby spared his first blood tech's life. Someone's taking blood from the baby, and the baby did not murder.
That's good. It's always nice to not start early with the murders.
Quizzy is watching.
Hi, Quizzy.
Good.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How are you doing? Did you get any sleep?
And that means Marcus is watching. Our new god baby is watching. Or at least listening.
We're making a baby for you, Marcus. Little baby dragon.
Making a little baby friend.
You can grow up together and you can ride him.
Aww. Sounds adorable. By the way, Robert did answer you back about the how the new L5R is. He says it's a pretty good game, but sorry, it just jumped out of the way. But it's not getting very good backing from Asmodee and Fantasy Flight.
Well, that's too bad and not a big surprise.
Marcus drooled in response to you gifting him a baby dragon.
Awesome. Best I can hope for.
So cute. Avarice says, I can prove I'm a dork, so when Steve tweeted that you'd be streaming from YouTube, he went and checked out the channel and past videos, and you have the video, one of the videos, Cat's date with a DB11.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that was up. That was awesome.
That was last time at GP Vegas. That was our vacation-y part. We went and drove super fast cars.
It was. And he said, curious to put a face with a very nice lady's voice. He gasped, my God, Steve married Liliana. Oh wait, Cat modeled for that. I didn't model for Liliana, though I do appear in it. Chandra and Thalia. But thank you. The girl who modeled for Liliana is an amazing looking woman, so that is a huge compliment.
See, the very first Planeswalker I got was Chandra, and so I was like, well, my first Planeswalker needs to be Cat. And so for the next Planeswalker, I was like, oh, well, she can't be all the Planeswalkers. That'd be weird. Especially since they're not always friends.
Yes, Robert the 55th also added on a model for Goldra's Vampire.
Mm-hmm. And Thalia.
Mm-hmm.
And bits and pieces of her appear all over the place because I'll be like, Cat, I need to figure out this hand. Do a thing with your hand. And stuff that isn't even remotely looking like Cat sometimes. Like if you guys know Sideshow Collectibles and their Court of the Dead universe that they're building.
Yeah, it's a very cool universe, and Steve did a drawing for one of them.
Mm-hmm. So Cat modeled for my painting of Cleopsis, Eater of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look that up, it does not look like her. She's a lot less.
I've actually modeled for a lot of undead, Steve. Because then there was also it's the same photo shoot as for Chandra. It was for, you did a zombie for D&D, and I modeled for that one too.
Yes.
Tappy Cho says, come and find her if you see a loud cosplayer making dinosaur noises.
Well, if I ever get out of the booth, I will look. But for the most part, I am locked in that booth.
I think she's meaning a bunch of people are talking to them that they're going to be around. Like Carrie is saying she's going to be in line, and Asteroxo says he's going to be there getting altars the whole time. Everyone's saying what they're going to bring to get altered. So Tappy's just picking up, come and find me too! So yes, go hang out with Tappy and us. Oh my gosh! Drew, they discontinued his favorite sketchbook years ago, but he got in touch with the company in Sweden and they sold him a lifetime supply. It arrived Monday.
Wow.
How much is a lifetime supply of sketchbooks?
They just gave you like the rest of their stock?
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It pays off to reach out to some companies like that if you really like what they do. Oh, quiet finally made it unquiet. See, he's on now.
Why, hello.
Jason's on now too, Laura. Happy
You found
people
it.
Making it. Drew says he has 17 of these sketchbooks. At 3 to 6 years each, that should be enough to see him out.
I really should do more in actual physical sketchbooks. I have enough, and Kat got me a few that are easy to tote around. I just forget to tote them around.
Poison gave blood. I gave blood last week too. Whee. It's a good cause too. Oh. Avarice is asking you to finish putting in the URL.
Oh.
She started to change it.
And to right. It's because at the time I wasn't sure if that other one would work. So yes.
Here, I'll thank you.
That would be awesome. That'll save time.
You could probably cut off the front bit. So.
Aha! It fits. Okay.
All right. So we should do another commercial break, Steve. This commercial break is brought to you by Baby Bestiary. Now we were telling people about Baby Bestiary. Who's the author or the artist of Baby Bestiary? It's adorable. Baby Bestiary is super cute. Baby books, and so we are copying her stuff. If you go to babybestiary.com, it's got all the stuff about that. So go check that out. Andreas Walters and Metal Weave Games. So so we kind of have, yeah, they're not actually a real sponsor. We like to tell people they are awesome, so go see that. Also, Steve has a website, steveargyle.com. We will be at Vegas next week, so there will be no Sketch and Scotch next week. And we're planning on a Sketch and Scotch the week after, but that one's a little up in the air. It seems like the YouTube live is working well, so it'll probably be on YouTube Live again. Like, love, and share with everyone, especially now that we've moved over to YouTube. Make sure to follow Steve's channel so that you can get the notifications and see what's going on.
We can start telling people to do that subscribe here thing that people do.
Oh.
I've seen people do that on the YouTubes. That's how the kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the kids do it.
And so, yeah, that's all the stuff that's going on. And yeah, go to Steve's website to look at new art and everything like that. We're still continuing to update Steve's website and get it better.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, the newest update this week was to the mobile version of it. The mobile version of Steve's website should be much better.
Yes. How many people do look at stuff like my site on mobile? How much time should we be putting into it? So I like never really peruse websites on my phone, but I know a lot of people who like almost exclusively do. So just trying to get a feel for it.
Robert the 55th says he looks at it on his phone.
Cool. Well, then it's going to be much better.
Hopefully. Scott says he ordered his altars and prints on mobile.
Wow.
And Robert says, especially when he's trying to send links, he does it a lot on mobile.
Oh, well then, yeah, we definitely should be putting a fair bit of time in there because it. You guys probably know that the mobile version had some issues.
And Scott still has the pretty Vin portrait in his studio.
Awesome.
John Michael is wondering, do you guys do your own HTML, CSS, or do you have a person on the site do it? We do it via, it's all Wix.
It's yeah, it's just a Wix website right now.
It's a Wix website, but we actually have our sister-in-law from the other side of the family. She's been doing updates every weekend for us. It's been really helpful because we just don't have time to get to it.
Yeah, I started doing the site in HTML a couple years ago, and I just kind of realized that while it would be better, I didn't have the time for it, and I tried to find some other people to do it, and they all kind of fell apart. Yeah. So
whenever we tried to find a webmaster, we've gotten people to do like updates and stuff, okay, but like an actual trying to find someone to do webmaster stuff always falls through. Robert says that his friends have been reading Mistborn, and so he's been sending links to Vin, and he has the Vin token as his bookmark.
Awesome.
Dan is asking how long your Scoodle time is.
I'm just gonna keep going on this one. Well, I don't really have anything to work on.
Actually, what I was going to suggest, because I really like this idea, and maybe I don't know if people like it as much, but I was actually, even before Steve started going crazy on it, I was going to suggest that maybe the Squam work, or the Squam work be taking one of your Scoodles and going further with it. And maybe even this Scoodle.
We've had some fun Scoodles.
So yeah, taking a Scoodle and just putting more time into it. So I was telling you guys, it was one of our nephew's birthday party and our other nephew's real birthday yesterday. So at the one birthday party, we were doing sculptures. We got Sculpey clay and we were sculpting things. It was super fun and silly. And one of the kids there was like, oh, I'm no good at this. And we're like, it's just about the time you put into it. And she's like, this looks terrible. It's like, that just means it needs more time spent. Just keep spending time on it. And so that was kind of the encouragement we kept giving is, it doesn't look bad, it just needs more time. And so keep working on stuff. And so we want to give you guys more time to work on things. Keeson got a Brightling from Battlebond preview event.
Oh, awesome.
And Astroxer got a foil sickle dancer.
Ooh.
Both of those look really awesome.
I'm pretty stoked about the Brightling. Seems like at least my best card in a long time.
So maybe we'll see both of those in Vegas, because both of those guys are going to be in Vegas.
I imagine so.
Does he not have little things? He only has little gums?
He's a baby. They're not born with teeth. He's just got little gums. As babies do.
That's adorable, Steve. McJohn Art is wondering what the theme for tonight is. Right there, it's baby mythological creatures. So you have a little bit of time left. We'll probably finish. We're probably gonna start finishing up with stuff in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So get your baby mythological creatures drawn and get them in. The link for the Google Doc is in the that's the description, right? Is in the description for this YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go check out that. I agree with Dan. I would not want to change that diaper.
Yeah, it's probably a chemical weapon. It's probably like napalm infused with ghost peppers.
That's so cute. Cute. Oh, Avarice has corrected me. It's the description. Or the doodly-doo.
Yeah, I do like the doodly-doo.
So, yes, the little description doodly-doo.
We're going to call ours
Sigh.
Scoodly-Scoo.
Is the Scoodly-Scoo. Yes, the link to the Google Doc is in the Scoodly-Scoo. Sai described what's in the baby diaper as brown phosphorus.
A rainbow of phosphorus. All the different types.
You're coloring over the Scoodle name and title.
I can move the Scoodle title up. Above everything else, because that's what layers are good for. Layers are great.
Poison Stripe says she can think of something worse than what's in the baby diaper. It's tequila made with fermented hot peppers and extra ground black pepper thrown in for good measure. I bet that's what they put in the baby's bottle. But seriously, I mean, they'll make booze out of anything, but sometimes I'm just like, really? Really, guys?
Who's the guy who thought, you know what? Let's let this sit and rot for a while and then add some other stuff to it and drink it.
Poison said she's had it. It's awful. It sounds awful. I would never have even tried that. It just sounds terrible.
So at in Indianapolis, there's a really nice Mexican restaurant that we like to frequent, and they do some interesting cocktails. They do some with mezcal, which it's gaining in popularity, but is still not like a real well-known drink. And the quick trivia is mezcal is the category that tequila is under. So like Scotch and bourbon are whiskeys. I never know like what you guys can see. And tequila is a mezcal. But mezcal, when it's not a tequila, is usually a little bit rougher around the edges. It's part of the reason it hasn't been as popular. But it's getting that way, where they're treating it more like Scotch, where they're aging it and they're doing a little bit more with it. But they do this cocktail with mezcal. They do a handful, but they do one that I really like. And we were there with Therese Nielsen and her partner Dawn.
That was at Gen Con.
Yeah, Indianapolis. Did I not say Indianapolis? That wasn't Gen Con? Oh, that was Atlanta. Okay, I'm sorry. We go a lot of places. I get them mixed up.
And there's two places that have really awesome Mexican fusion restaurants. There is a really awesome Mexican fusion restaurant at Gen Con. But the one Steve is talking about is a really yummy one in Atlanta.
Ah, yes. I apologize. I get my cities mixed up. So I ordered my cocktail, and Dawn was like, "Hey, is that good? That sounds like something maybe I want to try." And I'm like, "Oh, it's great. I love it." So we get it, and Dawn takes the sip, and she's like, I'm like, "You don't look thrilled." She's like, "No, it tastes like fuel. And not like just it's strong, like it tastes like it came out of a motorcycle. And and I can see where that comes from because mezcal is like, it's like smoky tequila. So it's got, yeah, it kind of does taste like fuel.
Yeah, you're making people just want to try this left and right here, Steve.
I'm sure. Well, it's
But yes, I remember Dawn's face. That was funny.
I felt bad. It was not a great recommendation.
Robert the 55th says he likes mezcal drinks. But I think that it's something that you need to worry someone about the finish on it. Tappy Toes, everyone's saying let's go have mezcal in Vegas. Tappy Toes says it. Mezcal shots in Vegas, Steve.
Vegas has some of the best food and drink and everything. Like that is my favorite because I'm not well. The show's really good, but like gambling and not a thing for me. Some of the other nightlife-y things, I'm boring and I'm old. I'm not into that kind of thing, but I am into food.
Mm-hmm.
See, I want them to make
Happy Toes is reading your mind. She says they're going to Momofuku.
So good. We did it last.
We need to make reservations.
We should. We did that last year, and I didn't even know it was there. Right? I actually have his book, Momofuku's book.
It was in our bucket list to go to his restaurant, but we thought the only one was in
New York.
New York.
Yeah. So we were just walking through that, whatever it is, the shopping area. And we saw it. We're just like, what that? So we made reservations. We went, and the waiter came by, and he's like, "Hey, so, how do you know about us? And have you know?"
They just they opened up like 2 months ago.
Because they're brand new, and we were like, "Well, I got the book, and I thought it was really good, and so it was on our bucket list. The same thing Kat was saying, and our waiter's like, well, we're not supposed to say anything. But if you've read the book, you may recognize the gentleman at the table behind you." And it was him.
The owner.
It was the owner, and he was talking with all of his chefs and stuff. They were working some stuff out, so we totally
got to see him. It was awesome.
Totally were nerding out.
It was a lot of fun and awesome food.
Yeah, so good.
We got spoiled too, I think, probably because they're always on point, but especially when your owner is there, the food's gonna be amazing.
The waiter did say, he was like, so we always have really good food, don't get us wrong, but everyone at this restaurant right now is like top of their game because he's here and he's watching us. So everything's going to be amazing. And it was super, super good. And we are looking for, we'll probably do that again this year just because it's so good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Steve, I think we're about done. Especially, so, like I said, our nephew was born last night at 8:30. And they're like, come up and, as godparents, you gotta come up and see the baby. So we ran up there. We got up there at about like 10:30. And we hung out until like, we got home at like midnight, or like 12:30 or 1, I guess this morning is when we got home. And so I didn't get enough sleep. So I need to get some more sleep tonight. Oh, breaking things. Woo! Keeson says we have to go to Vancouver because they have some of the best sushi in North America.
Ooh.
We love sushi. So. And Laura said after she went to a Brazilian steakhouse after her BaltCon because that's when you go and it was amaze balls. Skeeve says, come to Kansas City, best barbecue. We've been. It does have good barbecue.
Mm-hmm. They used to do a convention called Spectrum in Kansas City, and it was different every year, so it's hard to describe. And they've moved it to San Francisco, I think.
I thought they moved it back to, I don't know. They've been moving it back and forth.
We went the first 3 or 4 years, and it was a different show every time. The first year, nobody knew it existed, so it was all of these like some of the biggest name artists in the industry. There was Brahm was there, Michael Whalen was there, Donato was there, Greg Manches. I already said Brahm, didn't I? Just like this who's who of fantasy and science fiction artists, guys who do movie concept art, like just, yeah, it was crazy. But since nobody knew it existed, no one showed up. Like most of us went home with not profit, but like total sales of $100, right? And of course it costs a whole lot more to get there. But it was one of the best shows we've ever done.
It was a lot of fun to just hang out with friends.
Yeah, because everybody was doing no business at all, and so we just got to hang out, and we did some figure drawing sessions. I don't know if they were planned or impromptu, but we just were like...
that's one cool thing about it, is it very much encourages the art.
I know they became planned. Were they planned that first year?
Yeah, they had models. They had
that's
models,
true.
So they had to hire them.
That could have been done fairly impromptu, but it was super cool because
and they had the lighting for them too. That's
true. That might be a little bit harder to just throw together.
Yeah, and so they actually every night after the show they have sketch sessions set up. They have live sketch demos from different famous artists and stuff, and that's actually something they do all the time. It was pretty cool.
And then the second year, like every year was different. The second year, we were all fairly busy, so we didn't get to do as much of the hanging out. The third year, they advertised in a weird way, so everybody was busy, but nobody made any sales because it was mostly. It's like they advertised just.
Sadly enough, I'm going to be a little blunt. They advertised to art students, and a ton of art students showed up, but students don't have spare income to spend on stuff. So Steve did tons and tons and tons of portfolio reviews, and we made a total of $250.
Yeah, I was doing portfolio reviews almost like all day, every day, which is unusual. Usually I'll do a few at a convention, but it's not a thing I get a lot of.
So, yes, we've been to, and they also have a really cool shop right by the convention center in Kansas City. That's this bone shop, and it has like bones from different animals that are like cleaned, and they're humanely harvested from animals that have passed away already and cleaned well, and they even actually do little rites and stuff too. But so we ended up getting a bobcat skull and a bat skeleton. They had some awesome, and we got my dad a beaver skull and brought that home for him. It was really, really cool. So I asked if we ever done portfolio reviews on Sketch and Scotch. We have, actually.
We have, yeah.
That's the first episode of Sketch and Scotch was a portfolio review. And maybe we'll have to set it up again. And then we did one that was kind of a larger portfolio, like a couple pieces from
We basically just told everybody who wanted to review one piece. We've done both. We did one where we said everybody can submit one piece, and we spent we had to time it, so it was 9 minutes.
No, you ended up doing 20 minutes.
It was supposed to be 9 minutes per piece, but which is actually a fair bit of time for one piece. And then we have done focus on one person portfolio reviews, where we just take the whole time doing a portfolio review.
Just to because a lot of people can learn from, even though it's not their portfolio, you can learn a lot, and some of the overall statements are the same for a portfolio review, so you can learn a lot from watching another person's portfolio review. Maybe we'll have to do that again sometime.
That's not the one I wanted.
That's crazy, Steve. You almost done, Steve?
Yeah, I've just kind of been noodling around this whole time with it, rather than. But I will give you a quick Steve secret. So for almost every piece I ever do, at some point I will do kind of this little spotlight effect, where I do the gradient and I have the hottest spot right where I want the focal point to be. I'll set it to overlay, sometimes soft light, and just you can just sort of dial in how much you want to pull the focal point. So of course, if it's all the way up, it just blows the thing out, and it blows the thing out at most levels. But if you just give it a little bit, see how it kind of just pulls a little bit of extra light toward the focal point, and that just is a little subtle way of directing the eye. And with that, let's move on to the squirrels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta.
I already gave you.
You already got me the link.
Into the description.
Yes.
In the schooly school. Alright, so now we're going to review the squam work from last week. Squam work is something Steve kind of assigns at the end, and you have a whole week to work on. The topic from last week for the squam work was
card alters.
Card alters, and so doing more card alters and playing with that.
Alright, so first up, this is Cabby Boy. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really good. It's hard to tell where you've altered it because it works so well with.
So yeah, it looks like what Cabby was doing. He basically did the extended borders, which is really fun. Very good on the extended borders. It looks like you were having a ton of fun with it.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of hard to tell where the original art stops and where yours kicks in.
He does those for fun. Yeah, it's a really interesting art challenge to do extended borders. To have to match styles and colors and what they were doing and extend that out. It's really fun.
And you learn a lot. Seeing what the other artist has done and mixing colors and seeing just what kind of how they're working with their palette. Yeah. There's honestly quite a bit to learn from doing card alterations.
Yep, and that's what he was saying. Is it's a great exercise on how to learn to match colors and how things interact.
And here is Argyle.
Ooh, that one's a extended borders plus because it went over the. Looks like it went over the. I think can't tell because it's a pretty good extension, but it went over the. Card box too. So this one's again a push borders. It looks like a lot of people went that way. That's cool. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun to do. It's very hard.
It's harder than it looks, that's for sure.
But it's a lot of fun. It's very. I think it's a good way to get people arting because you have a lead, but then you have to create also, but you're not creating from scratch. And so it's a good lead to kind of get you pushing towards stuff. It's really great.
Yeah, it's always a little bit easier to have something to start with. And so what a lot of artists will do if they're painting is they'll have a reference, and even if that reference is nothing like what they're going for, it'll still give them some colors to work with, or it'll give them some structure to build off of, a palette to use.
Should I link to my Kalia altar?
Yes.
Even though I did it a while ago.
So here's one of Dan's. I see 4 from Dan, so I guess Dan must have had some fun with these. So got a Liliana, awesome.
Nice, very fun. I like the cartoony style over the more serious stuff.
This is Steven Universe character, right? I haven't seen that yet. It's on my list, and I know I'm way behind if I haven't seen that yet, but. And this is number 2 from Dan. An emblem or a token.
Companies.
And
a couple different, and not just a magic one. Nice.
And another one from Dan. It's Party Mouse.
But the more serious Party Mouse, that's hilarious.
It's bringing it all together.
It's funny.
That is funny. I like that.
That's great. Thank you. What's the next
Dan's
one?
having lots of fun with these.
Good.
Liliana of the Kiss Army.
Oh gosh. Nice.
Yeah.
And it looks like you did different types and different extremes of card alters, which is really fun.
Awesome.
All right.
And here is Skeeth. This is his first card altar. He's been playing for 18 years.
I really like the style on this, actually.
Doll of Fire.
Doll of Fire. Burn, baby, burn. I like how you messed with the edges of the, like, the whole edges of all of the card.
Kind of like
it makes the card
weathering. And...
Well, it makes the card match the art style, too. If that makes sense. It ties it all in really, really well.
And is this acrylic or is this oil? It kind of has some stuff that looks acrylic-y and some stuff that looks oily, so I can't quite tell.
By the way, Dan said that first one was Garnet from Steven Universe. You were right.
That's what I thought. But I haven't seen Steven Universe yet.
I think Skeeth is trying to say it's acrylic. He says, I'm awful at acrylic, but thanks. So I think he's trying to say it's acrylic. I really like how it turned out. I like the style of it.
Yeah, it's very expressive.
Yeah. He's been practicing all week. I really dig that. I think it turned out really good, Skeeth. Like I said, it looks, everything in it ties it all together and makes the whole card that style. So keep it up. Very nice.
And here's Kanji.
Kanji was playing. Changing the Buccaneers into females.
One Buccaneers and more. It's a little bit more tribal.
Yeah.
Amazonians.
Making it more.
Cool.
More, Native American. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
That looks great. I hope you enjoyed playing around with it. kanji. It's a great altar.
Yeah,
It looks
really
like you
good.
had fun with the lighting. Whose is this one?
This is the Hyperblast.
Hyperblast made a minion.
A
Oh,
minion token.
it's a minion token, and it's your minion holding a. It's
It's an art minion.
it's a lop holding a little paintbrush.
Aw.
That's adorable. He's so
Super
happy to be
cute.
painting. That's great. Good job. I
That's
like
cute.
it. I like that you're just like, I'm gonna just do a minion. So there. So cute.
He is cute.
This is one I did a long time ago.
This is one from Cat. Oh, wait, where did it go? Copy. Paste.
So,
Oh, it always does that. Cat's Kerrigan Kalia.
yes. It just works so well. Turn.
And Cat's been getting lots of practice with painting these days.
Kind of. All I do now is the portrait sessions, though, and I
Mhm.
want to do other things. It's just that the portrait session it's a set time,
Mm-hmm.
and so I do art because it's a place I have to be at a certain time, and I do much better with scheduling like that. That's why I actually do better for like in class, like in school. I do better in a classroom setting instead of online. Is the same idea. It's a set time and place I need to be, and then I art.
I
And
imagine.
I want to do other stuff because I have to finish out. I have a Minion Prime did a cool kit bash dragon, and I got it half painted, and I haven't finished it. And I want to do more altar. I want to do more card altars too.
And I think you'll find that when you come back to doing card altars, all the portrait sessions will have paid off because you'll know how to handle the paint better. You'll be thinking a lot of.
Keesan's asking me to do an altar for them. Yeah, Keesan, we can talk in Vegas. I will not do it before Vegas. I'm telling you that. But yeah, we can talk. I'll do it. Yeah. Andy 11 was very confused because we weren't on Twitch.
Oh.
Sorry, Andy. We moved over. Twitch has been really twitchy. It keeps freezing up, and people have been having problems and complaining about it for weeks now. So we moved to YouTube.
This is our test.
Yeah,
our
the
YouTube
YouTube
test.
Live.
And
So sorry we weren't there chatting.
so far nobody has mentioned that it's had any problems.
Yeah,
Has anyone
Anya-
had any problems?
Anya came over too. We keep forgetting to mention that we moved. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
coming to the end of the show. We're going to try to tell people. We're now streaming to 3 places: Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. That's why we changed the thing at the bottom to say to chat with us live, come over to YouTube. Because I can only watch one place for chat. Sorry guys, I'm a punk.
So we're sorry if we missed anything over on Twitch or Facebook. Well,
Andy's asking if they can pay me now for altars. I have been paid for altars before. Usually the altars I do are more high end just because I need to take more time on them too. So they're usually oil painted altars. So I also alter, and that's the other thing I want to finish is I alter little Funko Pops to be fun other
those are
stuff.
super cool.
That's the other one I want to finish out is I have 2 Funko Pops. One of them is a dark Avacyn and one of them is a normal Avacyn. And they're almost done too, and they've been almost done for like years. Bah.
So we are on to the Scoodles now. We do have one more Squamwork that's not done yet, so we'll get back to that one. But in the meantime, this is Cabby Boy's Scoodle, and if you're just joining us, the Scoodles were baby mythological creatures.
Yep. And so... Oh, by the way, people are saying that they haven't seen many problems with this. There was a little stutter earlier for Astroxa, but he was streaming all 3 at once. So Neon Thought was over on Twitch and came over because we just told him, sorry, Neon.
Sorry.
I'll try to remember to tell people more. We tried to put it in the little chat, but it doesn't stand out. So,
I wonder
and I
if you
agree
can
with Robert.
pin something in the chat.
This chat seems to have less lag.
Oh, good, good, good.
You can. The problem with putting something in the chat over in Twitch is that the chat only loads when you come on, so it doesn't show previous conversations in the chat over on Twitch.
Well, we will ponder on how to make it.
People are saying they've
easier.
never seen my altered Funkos. Should I make that over?
Yeah, yeah.
You'd have to put it up, but.
So this is Cabby's baby. It's like a little baby Tiamat.
Oh, that's so cute! I like the different perspectives on the head, like, and that they're moving they're all different. Yeah. Moving all over the place. Very nicely done. Yeah, the perspectives.
Poison Stripes went. I thought about doing a little Cerberus too. It's a Cerberus with a snake tail. Or is it something different that I'm not quite recognizing? Because I see it's got a name, which I can't pronounce.
Oh, it's so cute! That's adorable.
It's super cute.
I think it's all the
Like little
puppies.
ears.
So many puppies, Steve.
Yes.
It's so cute. She says it's Cerberus.
Ah, okay, good.
That is my link to my Funko Pop altars.
Aw, here's Dan's.
Oh, he's so happy. And he's like doing like the cute little, I'm adorable.
He is adorable.
I like the little horn off his nose. It brings me
It's a nice touch, yeah.
Just a little book.
And I like his little pose, how he's hamming it up.
Totally hamming it up. She wrote Cerberus in Greek. That's why it was the different.
Oh, okay. This is Skeeth's. It's a hatchling. The babiest of babies.
Yeah, so you don't have to put a diaper on it. It just has the egg. Again, I'm totally digging the style and the colors on this.
Yeah.
Good job. And I love how everyone, it seems like, is playing with having heads tilted different directions. It's pretty cool. I love the little, it always reminds me of Nemo, little Nemo, the little bubble coming out of someone's nose when they're asleep. Did you ever play the Little Nemo game?
I did.
I love that game.
That's a
I
good
played
one.
it so much. You feed them candy so they go to sleep and you can you can borrow their little body.
Who knew that all of the monsters in Nemo's world were diabetic?
Oh, that's terrible, Steve. You're terrible.
I am terrible. But even as a kid, that's what I thought. I'm like, you just feed them candy until they pass out? Isn't that bad for them? And I think that may have actually been how I learned about diabetes. I asked my dad, and he's like, well, that is a thing, but it's...
Whose is this?
Oh, sorry. This is Kanji's.
Oh, the itty bitty wings just make that. He looks like he's like, I'm gonna go fly off this cliff.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a little toddler thing where he's running towards something in the distance.
Running
and not
towards
looking at
danger.
Yes. Our nephew's a little bit older. He's like 3 now. Baby Henry.
Henry's 3.
He had that worse than anybody the little death wish of just trying.
You could tell someone opened like a baby gate in the house because he'd start running in the direction of it, like trying to just murder himself.
His poor parents, like they couldn't take their eyes off him because he would charge for some kind of danger anytime he was not.
The minions are making plans for Vegas to hang out, to do a meetup and hang out.
Awesome.
Asterasa says meet in the line on Thursday. Oh.
This is the Hyper Blast. Adorable little baby. Oh wait, no, this isn't Hyper Blast. This was McJohnart.
McJohnart.
I almost skipped.
Little vampire though.
Yeah.
It's got the little cape. It's like, I have a little cape. I am Darkness. I am the guide. Oh my gosh, so cute. See, that would be a dangerous little vampire because people would be like, sword, ah!
Yes.
That's so cute.
Yes. I am vampire.
Oh yeah, and Panda's gonna be there at, Panda and Ogre are gonna be in Vegas too because they're gonna be helping us.
Mm-hmm.
They are our lovely assistants. This little gnome. Little gnome baby.
Little baby gnome.
So cute. Who's that one back?
This one's the Hyper Blast.
Ah, very nice Hyper Blast. I like your little gnome baby. You're so happy in your little diaper. See, I feel like a gnome baby is also a trap. You take it home and things start disappearing around the house, and I bet there's adult gnomes that dress up as babies just to look adorable, and get taken home and steal everything.
All right, I'm trying to get yours.
Whose?
Lemonanarnaliness. But it's not liking.
We'll go Little Medusa. Little Medusa, if you could please relink. We will move on.
Well,
oh no, it's supposed to be a Little Medusa, but
Lemonanarnalis.
Yes. If you could
Something
relink,
like that.
it's not linking proper. We'll move on to the next one. We'll come back to it.
It looks like the link works. It just doesn't like the format. It doesn't like the PNG.
Okay, so it's not liking the
So
if you could
if
redo
it's easy to make it a JPEG, otherwise we can work around. But JPEG would probably work better.
Fireburb.
The Fireburb from Panda.
He's got a little lighter. Who's letting a baby bird hang out with a lighter? I don't care that he's a firebird. And oh my gosh, everything's on fire in the background too. She just made it paler. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Free burb is what Party Mouse is holding up. Free burb! Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Thank you, Panda. Oh my. This looks evil and adorable all at once. Who did this?
This is Angel Sarah.
I know that's adorable and terrifying.
Baby Baphomet.
And back to adorable again. It's all the things.
So is it baby blood? Is that the blood is from a baby, or is it baby's blood, like possessive? It's his blood, the baby's
believe it's
blood.
probably the blood is from babies, given what he is.
Could be.
And Car said, the bottle's empty.
Yeah.
Ski Throat, Satan, is that you? Lau put up a new link.
Awesome. There we go.
Oh my gosh, Lau, that's adorable. It is a baby Medusa.
The baby Medusa with the
bows around the snakes in her hair. It kills me. I'm dying. I'm dead.
That is super cute.
She's got her little snake legs and a rattle.
Clever. Clever.
There's so much awesome thought put into this. But the little details of the bows, and then also she's got little snake like filigree on her little jumper, her little dress.
She's a little pet snail because they don't really have eyes.
Oh my gosh, guys, I love all of your brains. Thank you, everyone. Will you bring back up the... Thank you, everyone who participated in the Scoodles and the stuff. Thank you, Cabby, Eritrill, Poison, Dan, Skeet, Kanji, Hyperblast, McJohn, Lau, Panda, and Anyo. Thank you guys so much for sharing your art.
Yes.
Art makes life better, and thank you for making everyone's life better.
Yeah, thanks for joining. So for Scorework, do you still want to do baby bestiaries, or do you want to do something different since we kind of did?
Should we do some baby bestiaries, or should we just say in general, take an old Scoodle?
Oh, right, that's what it was.
And push it.
Yeah,
and keep going. We kind of did something like that a couple weeks ago, but I think it's like take the Scoodle from this and push it further. If you haven't ever participated in a Scoodle, but you'd like to do a Squomework, then just pick up with this one and do a the baby mythological creature. And just a reminder, guys, again, we won't be here next week for Sketch and Scotch, but we hopefully will be back the week after. We'll post on social media if we need to cancel last minute because it's just not working. But yeah, we hope to be back in 2 weeks. Same time, same place. I think we're going to do YouTube live again. So just a reminder for those people who went to Twitch, we'll be trying to probably do the chats in YouTube live. It seems to be working better. So yeah. Oh, Steve, you should post up. I linked you over to my altars, my Funko Pop altars.
Oh, sure. Well, if you guys want to see those real quick, that's not it.
I linked in the chat, in your chat.
Oh, in Gmail?
I G-chatted it at you. So there's the different pictures.
Alright, so Moxie.
This one was the announcement of our friend had a baby, and I also did a little Moxie Funko Pop altar. So that's my little Moxie Funko. And this is my Deathrite Shaman one. It turned out adorable. Carried sells everyone that's going down to Vegas. Be careful driving I-15 by the strip is in construction hell.
Oh. Ugh.
So be careful, guys. Those are my little altars, my 3D altars. I don't know, I'm better at 3D than 2D, I think.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna...
And that Moxie was actually a request by
Christine
Sprinkle. She's the proud owner of that. And I sold the Deathrite Shaman to someone. So, anyway.
Cool.
And I gotta finish out my other one, Steve. I need to art more.
Yeah, we'll see some of you in Vegas, and the rest of you we will see back on the stream, hopefully,
8 o'clock.
in a couple of weeks.
2 weeks out. Tuesday. Come hang out with us again. Until then, don't forget to be awesome, and art makes life better.
So, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.